Today's the day we take the Monster Mullet from bare metal to bold and mean. We're picking colors, reinforcing the frame, upgrading to a new motor, and getting this beast one step closer to total domination. It's time to prep, paint, and polish, because the Monster Mullet is gonna turn heads before it crushes them. This truck ain't just built tough, it's gonna look tough too. Let's get to work!
I don't care. I think it'd be too much. Too much blue? Alright, those are going green. So, traction bars are blue. I'll probably do this one in blue, then two. That's gonna be transfer case green. Yeah. Like I said, I just want it as bright as possible. So it will be fairly bright. And we're doing green around the whole thing. And then the bubble is blue with orange bubbles.
From all that work, there's nothing to crown.
The chassis? I don't know, I never really looked down it. Okay, I think I have my list of colors now.
Whatever color we pick, one thing's for sure. It's gotta be loud, proud, and 100% mullet approved.
Once I get everything ripped apart, I can flip it over and I'll weld those on for good. I got these plates I gotta put on still.
This frame's gotta hold up to bone-crushing landings and brutal punishment. We're not building a truck, we're building a tank on wheels.
This one, yeah, I gotta see where I'll be able to get around that cylinder. Cause that...
Every plate, every extra inch of steel, it all adds up to one unstoppable machine.
This made me feel a lot better at these bars in. Boxing all that in.
Power is nothing without strength, so before paint, we reinforce. Off-the-shelf parts, not for the Monster Mullet. If it doesn't exist, they make it. From scratch by hand and built to survive anything. More supports mean more durability. We're not building a truck, we're building a tank on wheels.
The axles are GM 2.5 ton.
That's what they are.
So they came out of the old Jimmy trucks, from the, I think, 41 to 45.
These axles have seen some action, but today they get a second life. We're talking years of grime, grease, and dirt. Time to bring these bad boys back to their prime.
Like a cargo truck, is all it was. But yeah, so then this piece here will go back on here, like that. This is a 1941 to 1945 GMC 2.5 ton axle. Came out of the like the Jimmy cargo trucks, military Jimmy cargo trucks. When I started to pull the brakes off and everything, water came out from inside here. Shouldn't be any water in there, so disassembling it all so I can get all the old grease out. We'll pack it with new grease, put it all back together. The brakes, drum brakes, it's all getting rid of. For what we want, we're gonna do a pinion brake, front and rear. So that'll reduce my rotating mass, which would be nice. And the brakes will work a lot better. So we can actually stop. Hold on, you got something on there. But it's right.
We're not just slapping parts together, we're crafting a machine built for destruction. It's the little details that take a build from good to unstoppable.
This is our sandblast room. This is the frame for the Monster Mullet. We are gonna do, what color are we doing this, Johnny Grant?
Orange.
Orange, yes, orange. We want this thing to look like a giant Hot Wheels. And with the colors we picked, I think we're gonna succeed.
Say goodbye to rust, dirt, and old paint. This frame's been stripped down to pure steel.
These on the side here, so if we flip over sideways, we can have a nice toe point to bring it back over. And this is all kinds of different parts for this thing. This is the fuel cell tray. This is the guard for the fuel pump and filters. The cross member for the motor mount, cross member for the trans. This would be our battery tray. We're using a big 8D battery. These are all parts. You can see how dirty and old and nasty this stuff is. These are all parts that are going to be getting blasted here shortly. Motor mounts, radiator mounts, guards, battery hold downs. I mean, this is all kinds of parts. It's a giant puzzle, and we're looking forward to putting it all together.
Stripping it down to the bones lets us see exactly what we're working with. No surprises, no shortcuts. Now that it's clean, it's time to turn this hunk of metal into a full-fledged monster.
This is a bump stop. These are tie-down points or points to pull us out of the mud, whatever. Again, it's all upside down, so the battery tray will sit here. The pump for the hydraulic lift will be sitting here. Fuel cell is here. Drop box is here. Torsion bar is going to the axles right here. Front leaf springs, motor mounts, bump stops through the front. And then these here, you want to show the shocks here? That's where the shocks come out. And then the side steps are.
Spring purchase.
Yep. And then the side step plates that we welded on.
Yeah. So the body sits against this.
Yep. We'll have rubber bushings between it all. And most of this stuff is 1/4 inch thick, some of it's 5/16.
Some of it's overkill.
Yeah, I like overkill.
Most importantly, got ourselves a monster truck frame, boys.
Nothing but the best for the Monster Mullet.
Monster Mullet! You see him look up all of a sudden?
This is the disastrous parts table
Yeah.
in all its glory.
And Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah. And Chick-fil-A brownie that he's eaten almost the entire thing himself.
No, right there. You want to see some of my brownies? Get out of there.
This right here is the past. And this is the future of the Monster Mullet. The old motor got the job done, but this new beast, it's gonna rewrite the rules.
All right, everybody, so what we have here are the old engine we were gonna put in the Monster Mullet. Instead, we decided to donate the motor from the Smokin' Mullet, our burnout van. Because it's got plenty of power to do the job. It's gonna look better in there, and it's actually, today's day and age, it's easier to work with. So this is what we're gonna put in the Monster Mullet, and we're building a brand new engine for the Smokin' Mullet, so look forward to that. And this one here was 97, 98, 454 out of like a Chevy 2500 truck. But, you know, distributors to deal with and tuning and all, it's just gonna be easier for us to do what we got here. And so this one's going bye-bye, it's up for sale. And this is what we're gonna put in there.
So, power-wise, what this have and what are we putting in now?
Well, the other reason I decided to go this route is I'm the drivetrain guy. He fabricates. But
It is what it
we both could do a little bit of both, but that's our specialty. So this one from the factory is like under 300 horsepower, maybe 400 foot-pounds of torque. This thing in the Smokin' Mullet made 405 foot-pounds of torque at the back tire. So we got plenty of power here. And this one's just, it's old. It's Yester Tech, we'll call that.
Out with the old, in with the absolute monster of an upgrade.
It runs fine. It's a little ugly because you couldn't see it in the van. It was always covered up. But we're gonna take this one down, tear it down, clean it up, repaint it, make it more presentable.
Side by side, the difference is clear. One of these motors wants to move, the other one wants to destroy. If you thought the Monster Mullet was wild before, just wait till we fire this thing up. Higher RPMs, better internals, and enough power to shake the ground.
So this is the trains for the Monster Mullet.
Yeah, this is a power glide, so it's only a 2-speed. You got, low, high, first, second, whatever you want to call it, with reverse. But this one, because we only had limited room in the van because of where the engine sits in the doghouse and where the drop box was at, or transfer case, whatever you want to call it, we didn't have enough room to use a long tail shaft power glide like they usually come. So this is actually a design they use in dragsters. You cut it down, it's only I think 18 and a half inches front to back. You have all the same operation inside, but you get rid of the governor and the long output shaft. It's got a fixed yoke in it. So it's perfect for what we're doing, and it's gonna work. We got about, how long is the drive shaft on this thing, maybe?
The drive shaft center to center is 5 3/8 if I remember correctly.
So 5 3/8, he's saying center to center. That means between the center of this U-joint to the U-joint and the flange, which you can't see here. It's imaginary, the one I got right here. But that's what we're gonna do to run the Monster Mullet.
Powertrain handled. Now it's time to make sure everything else is up to spec, starting with a fresh coat of paint for key components. With the big decisions made, Goddard and his brother Brian are ready for the next steps. Paint, prep, and the final details that take this build from brutal to beautiful.
Say hi to my brother Brian. I am a terrible painter. I can do a lot of things, but painting is not one of them. I am horrible at it. It looks like I dipped it. So I recruited my brother Brian over here. He is going to be the spray master here. So at this point, I'm going to take notes from him basically, and I'm here to help him out.
Why don't we paint those first then, so we can take them back out?
Get him out of here.
Yeah. Once that's sprayed, we can't take it back out.
Okay. You have 1 gallon of green only today, right? Okay, this is not going to be gas. Okay, so. Gotta look at my list of colors here. So, right now, we're just putting these shackles on here right now so we can get this thing flipped over. Then we're gonna pick it up with our crane up above our head. That way we can spray it all at once. This is just some lifting points for us. Right there.
I don't know, Brian. Keep going. Come on in. No. Just come in. Good. Go down. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Huh?
Keep on in.
Right now, we're just trying to figure out the best way to get this thing suspended in the air, so that way we have the least amount of blockage for our paint. So I think we're actually gonna do that right there. I like that better. Good. More of an industrial marine grade paint.
The next time you see this frame, it won't be bare metal. It'll be a monster in the making.
So that's why we always use the industrial stuff versus the automotive side.
Spray guns ready, colors locked in. Let's make the Monster Mullet shine.
Officially started to paint. We'll give it a few minutes, then we'll go in and check out what he's doing. So right now, my brother Brian, he is pulling the leaf springs out, and then that way, once these are out, we are gonna lower the frame down, and we will start spraying the orange.
All right, the fun part, time to give this frame some attitude. A strong frame needs a strong finish. This paint ain't just for looks, it's for protection too. When the light hits just right, this thing's gonna glow like a beast ready to run wild.
Oh, Brian, I see a run. Way to go. So he is spraying the frame orange. This is a Sherwin-Williams paint, obstinate orange. I absolutely love it. It matches the color of the orange in the mullet machine. Oh, we gotta move. He's gonna be spraying this way, and we don't want paint on our camera. So what do you guys think of this orange color? It is fantastic. I am standing in front of all the components we just painted for the Monster Mullet. This thing is gonna be great. Let's go down the list and check it out. So here we have the 2.5 ton GMC axles. They're upside down right now, so we're gonna roll them over. The leaf springs will go on and we'll get them mounted in. This one here, 6.0 LS motor, fully built, should have around 500 horsepower. It was aluminum, too boring. I wanted some color to it, so we got green engine paint and we got some blue accents with some black accents. I think it looks great. What do you guys think? Power glide transmission with a short tail shaft, little accent of green. But yeah, this thing is what's gonna transfer all the power to this giant rig we got here. This little tiny transmission, so that's gonna be pretty cool. So that power glide transmission is gonna be coupled to this drop box. It's a 2-speed drop box. That should be pretty cool. That's only 4 speeds. So we got 2-speed transmission and 2-speed rear or drop box. We'll see how it works. This here, this is the custom built frame for the Monster Mullet, and I think it looks beautiful. I love this orange. It is gonna be so bright. We're trying not to hide anything with this thing. It's all gonna be in your face. So here, we got these green leaf springs. We got 4 different skids of them here. Each skid is its own leaf spring set. We did that so we don't get them all mixed up. We're gonna have to try and figure them out later on. So yeah, these will all be stacked on top of each other. And then, come on this way. These are the blocks that they're gonna actually be sitting on. So this is the block between the axle, the leaf spring, and then these blocks are gonna be stacked on top, and the U-bolts go on here, all the way down next to the leaf springs, all the way into the axles, and that's what holds everything sandwiched together. Over here we got the fuel cell supports, another skid of leaf springs here. Let's move over here. We got, oh man, look at this blue skid. This is beautiful. These are U-bolts for the for the leaf springs. We got traction bars. We got spacers for the drop box. We got radiator mounts, frame supports, trans mount. Man, this is all coming together. This is gonna be great. Let's back up one skid here. This one is the fuel cell tray support or shield. Battery hold down here. Fuel cell hold down here. This is the top of the drop box, but we had to take that off so we have some way to lift it. So we got that engine lift on top of that thing. On this skid here, we got battery. This is the battery tray. This will have red and black connectors, so if we have to jump the battery, we can jump it. Shut off here. These are upper leaf spring mounts. This is another shield to protect the fuel cell, protect the fuel pump filters. This is actually the fuel cell here, our fuel cell tray here, and all these little holes here. That's going to be fuel pump, fuel filters, regulator, and then the engine mount. That's what's going to actually hold the engine in. And then one last thing, we got these tires over here. And these are actually from my 1967 Buick Electra. I ended up cutting the centers out and laser cutting these plates so it actually will bolt onto these 2.5 ton axles, which is gonna look really funny. But that way I can at least move it around as I'm working on it, and I don't have to have these giant tires mounted on this thing while I'm assembling all these different components on it. And it'll just make it a working height. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot going on tomorrow, so I hope you guys enjoy.